Hey everybody, this is Jack Hallwell with you again, and today I'm discussing the 4 ways real estate can help you build generational wealth for you and your family. Number 1, cash flow. Everybody loves cash flow. It's the cash that's left over after you collect your rent and budget for all your expenses. An example of someone going through underwriting could look something like this, so this was a 7-unit. You can see that one should budget for vacancy expenses. Oftentimes that's a percentage of the gross rents. Things like maintenance expenses, capital expenditures, those are the bigger items like roofs, water heaters, big things like that. Property management charges, because you probably don't want this to become a full job, so you want to outsource that function of the business. Utilities, insurance, and then also your debt service. Initially was only cash flowing about $95 for 7 units. So some people might think, wow, that's awful. But the thing was on this one was, while it was getting $3,200 in rents, I really thought the rent should be like $3,800, and that's kind of why I bought it. And actually now we're sitting at about $4,200 in rents collected each month. So cash flow is a little better. Number 2, the loan pay down. This is one of my favorite parts about real estate, is that you can use leverage. So you can see here that your balance is, let's assume even if the cash flow is like 0. So your rents come in, all the expenses go out. Let's say you're just breaking even. But the thing is, the principal is getting paid down a little bit each month. And this is the amount of principal. This is a 30-year loan that you would be paying each month. And you can see the balance goes down at an increasing rate as it gets closer and closer to expiration. Now, let's just say, for example, it was only on a 10-year. So the principal amount is obviously much higher and it's much steeper on the loan pay down. One of my favorite strategies, you could theoretically just buy, a property a year, put it on a 10-year loan, and then each year get another one. And then after 10 years, that first one would be paid off. And then you'd be able to refinance that one, hopefully. And your other properties would hopefully fund that debt service, and you could just keep rolling them and rolling them and rolling them. Number 3 is appreciation. So appreciation is the idea that the price will go up over time. The cool thing about real estate is that they're not printing more land. The land that is in the earth, they cannot make more of it. Unless if you're some oil tycoon in the Middle East who can just make islands, I guess. In a regime such as the one we are in, where we have a fiat monetary standard, it's not pegged to gold like it used to be. This is one thing to look at real hard about what things you want to own, because you probably don't want to own just paper money when they can just go print more of it. So you want to own real things. And this idea that your land will go up over time is pretty tried and tested. And as long as we have property rights here and you feel comfortable with the laws in your country, I would feel pretty confident in investing in land. Number 4 is tax benefits. Now, I'm not a CPA, but I will tell you that last year our properties did cash flow. And on paper, though, we did not have to pay taxes on that money. And it had to do with, I believe, the depreciation of the physical structures on the building. You are allowed to depreciate some amount of the structures. And I don't want to get into it, but there are big benefits in the tax world with real estate. So if you don't understand them, like many others who are in real estate don't fully understand them, you can get a CPA and they will help you through it. So hopefully you liked learning about the 4 ways you can build generational wealth with real estate, and I hope to see you again. Please subscribe.